But on the other side of things, the positions that women hold in the workforce are key to society. Women are the majority of the educators. Women are the majority of the healthcare workers. So if you're saying women leave the workforce, your hospitals are shut down. Okay? Your schools are shut down. Their social services completely depleted. Women hold key roles, and a lot of them are in service positions that people need to survive. So I need y'all to stop playing on women's tops and acting like we're just out here twiddling our thumbs when we go to work.
I agree with all of the things. I'm in the beauty industry. I can definitely say um, ladies are spending on average $200 on their nails. That's not feet, that's just nails. So that, that's the average ticket. I'm that good. However, but I think that we bring up other ethnicities too quick when we're talking about Black families because we don't value multi generational households. It's literally the Western way. Now, other ethnicities have let go of a lot of their or relaxed on a lot of their traditions. But that's one thing that they have not relaxed on. A man does not want another man in his house. A man doesn't even want his mother-in-law in the house. They don't want these people under their roofs, even though those people come with income and resources, and they can also be the way that your kids don't have to go to daycare. So there are ways. This is how it used to happen. Daycare did not used to be a thing like it is today because we have multi generational households. People were kicking in, they saved money in this way. And because men are so proud and men do not want other people under their roofs, and it has become a thing, not just for men, but largely men are not interested in other people being in their households. Um, but Western people, black and white, are not interested in parents, uncles, aunts, like multi generational households. They're not interested in that. That can be the way for a lot of us if we just did that. We have these huge houses for absolutely no reason. There are couples, two people, no children, that have like a 5 bedroom household. Nobody else there. They just paying a lot of money for absolutely no reason. Even people with children, they have these big, huge houses, playrooms, and all of that. You could be putting people in that and spending less money, having other people contribute. But we're too proud for that. We don't like we're so individualized now that we don't even think about that. My grandfather passed, my mom moved right in. I'm not paying all these bills by myself. Why is she over there by herself? I'm not gonna be over here by myself. I ain't got no man. So come on, live with me. And even if I have a man, my mama with me. What you gonna do? She coming too. Where your mom at? She coming too. Because I'm all about people consolidating resources in this economy. People want to act like they got it like that. Ain't nobody got it like that. Consolidate these resources. Put people in this household. Stop letting people live by them, especially your parents live by themselves. Let's stop acting like when we bring up these other ethnicities, um this is a fair equivalence. It's not.
Okay, I've been waiting for this. All right. So I did the calculations because I do love numbers. And so what you did say, you said an average car parent payment was $700 a month. Insurance would be $250 to $300 a month, and the school, I guess it was $1,300. I just said a month as well. That totals up to $2,700 for the year. And you did add in taxes. You said that, I should have calculated taxes. So I did. I took the taxes out. Of course, this varies based on the state that you're in. And if you have state and local taxes, all of that stuff matters. So it would probably be around, after taxes, if we're talking about $57,000 a year. Before taxes, it would be somewhere around $43,000 to $45,000. So if we say it's $45,000, that would leave you with around $18,000 for the year after you have spent the money on all of those other things. Now, once again, if the child does go to school, you have to factor in the fact that the Spanish school will be removed and their extracurricular activities will be added. However, you now will not have any supplementary income to pay for that if it's a one income household. So that $18,000 that's left over for the year can be used for a lot of things. One of the things it can be used for is actually purchasing whole life insurance for your children, purchasing other life insurance policies, other insurance policies, making sure you're investing in your 401k. And of course, when there's two incomes, that means both of you guys will be able to take advantage of the company match that a lot of companies have. And you'll be able to kind of take advantage of that amount. In addition, if you both have insurances with your jobs, you'll be able to also take care of dependent care, which is tax free. You'll be able to have a health savings account. All of these things matter when it comes to being able to save money and utilize benefits when you work for a corporation. If you work for yourself, it might be different. All of that to say, there are a lot of benefits to two incomes, right? And essentially, my overarching point is that you are incorrect when you say that simply paying these bills would completely take up her income. There's money left over that can be used for other things to secure the financial future of your family. So when y'all sit here on this internet and you claim that when a woman works, it's just because she's selfish and there's no benefit to the family of her working, you guys also forget that so let me pause there off the numbers. He was wrong. Let me, for the dumb people who are saying, I don't understand. He was incorrect. There's $18,000 left over, even when you take out taxes, right? But on the other side of things, the positions that women hold in the workforce are key to society. Women are the majority of the educators. Women are the majority of the healthcare workers. So if you're saying women leave the workforce, your hospitals are shut down. Okay? Your schools are shut down. Their social services completely depleted. Women hold key roles, and a lot of them are in service positions that people need to survive. So I need y'all to stop playing on women's tops and acting like we're just out here twiddling our thumbs when we go to work.
All right, so I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm gonna just pause. You said a whole bunch of nothing again. Everything that you said, I'm not sure that you realize that we're not even against women working. This is a compartmentalizing and prioritizing.
Yeah, your numbers are a bunch of nothing. You're right.
No, they're not actually. Look at the other expenditures. You did a raw data breakdown, but I said
based on what you gave me.
And let's just let me not even go through all of that. The average person making 170K is living paycheck to paycheck. So everything that you said for that $18,000 to be viable means that people have to be living exactly at their means. And none of the data shows that that's true. Hair, nails, emergency funds, car breakdown, life. Let's just call it life. I'm not even against women working, but my overarching point was that at a certain time, it might save you money if the woman stayed home, especially as it pertained to those children. All right. If y'all are not aware, even in the UK, as it is in America, you kind of get penalized if one person is working. Tax from a tax standpoint. As far as public assistance is concerned, it's like a death zone if you make too much money, but it's one income and not two. But this is really a conversation of knowing the right time to get in and when to get the hell out of the workforce, right? So True gave. I like doing things on these panels now that give real examples. Because we're just talking, we're just going back and forth, and I'm so past being right. I want to be effective. I want people to see what happens not only when you live at your means, right? Because I said women have always worked, and I met my wife while she was doing her master's. So people stop asking me in the chat, why did your wife go to college? I fucking met her like that, okay? But when our children became of age, she has her own dreams, she has her own aspirations, her own goals, and those as her husband will be to my benefit, to our benefit. But you get what I'm saying. I'm a benefit. I've held this house down since 2 years before we even got married. So if there's any benefit she can give, I am glad to receive that. Can you pull that thing up, JR, that I put up, that screenshot? This is my student loan balance. I want y'all to look at the corner of the date that I made that $140,000 payment. That is what two people can do together when they really focus on something. That is what happens. Like True said, when you're living within your means, you can save to do great things for your family. 0. I've been waiting to look at that number. I've been looking at that number, grinning all day. I did the crip walk around here for about 3 hours. Okay?
That's a crazy flex trick. Congrats, big dog.
I don't see nothing but my birthday. 121.
Make
That's
a movie on that. Yesterday I did.
Yeah, congrats on that place, for real.
You see that?
Yeah.
This is what the Black community can be doing. We have the spending power.
So your wife helped you to pay that off?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, her income being a part of the household helped you to be able to pay that off. Good job on both of you guys as a household, as a unit.
Are you trying to be
She
right?
She right
Trying
though.
to be right? Are you trying to be right? It worked when it was supposed to work, pretty. All right. When she was prioritizing the children, she did that. That is my ultimate point. You are trying to make an allotment for women to be at work and focus on their careers, but it's not always the time for that.